Hello guys, it's Rachel. What's up? Welcome back. And today we are making some adorable little miniature cakes of confections that are like really famous or popular. So for instance, we've got the unicorn cake. We all love the unicorn cake. We've seen it everywhere. But now we have it in miniature form, which I think is super cute. We've also got a mirror glaze cake. I tried to make a checkerboard cake. I would say it was about 80% successful. We've also got a Rilakkuma cake because you guys know I am obsessed with Rilakkuma. I don't know why. He's really plain because it's just like a bear that is not even smiling. But for some reason, I just love him so much. We've also got a red velvet cake. We've got a drip cake. We've got all kinds of cute stuff basically. So I hope you guys enjoy and give them a try or just enjoy watching, whatever you're feeling. And also, if you like this video, then don't forget to tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications for new videos every single week. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. To start off, let's make our yellow cake. So you'll need 1 cup of flour, along with 6 tablespoons of sugar. You'll also need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All about those 1/4 teaspoons. And then just go ahead and whisk that all through, get it combined. That looks perfect. And then for the wet ingredients, you'll need 3/4 cups of milk and 6 tablespoons of butter. And you'll want to very carefully drop the butter into the milk, try not to make it splash, and then microwave that off at 30-second intervals just until it is melted through. Once you've got that nice and smooth, add in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now we'll just pour this on into the dry ingredients and give that a mix. It's okay if there's some lumps in there. Those will bake out in the oven. Don't sweat it. And now I'll pour this into my little mini cake pan. I'll leave a link to this guy over on the blog post, but if you don't have a mini cake pan, you can always bake this in a sheet tray and then just cut out rounds of cake. The reason I like doing it in the mini cake pan though is that it gives you nice clean baked sides, and that'll make our glaze application a lot smoother. You'll see. Once you have those poured and ready to go, bake them off at 350 for about 11 to 12 minutes. And these look super cute, kind of like little muffins, and I'll just level off the tops. Next up, just flip them out onto a cutting board, and these come out so perfectly. It's so satisfying to see them all pop out of there. They're so cute. But just in case yellow cake isn't for you, let's talk about some cake variations. If you want to make some chocolate cake, surprise surprise, add in some cocoa powder and just mix that through. And then for one of these, I also tried adding in a little bit of brown gel food color, but I had to add so much that it started to kind of taste like food color. I don't really recommend. Next up, if you want to make red velvet, just add in a little bit of cocoa powder along with some red food color. Super simple. For a funfetti cake, add in some sprinkles. And if you want to make a pink cake, add in some pink food color. I know, crazy stuff. Once you have those ready to go, bake them off at 350 for about 11 to 12 minutes. And these look so cute, they're like regular cakes, but they're miniature. I am easily impressed, but how could you not love these? Moving on, we'll want to slice our cakes in half and then fill them with some frosting. And I recommend spreading this out with a popsicle stick. I did try using an offset spatula, but it's kind of clumsy because it's too big, so I recommend the popsicle stick. And here you can see I also made a pink filling. The pink fillings look really cute when you cut into the cake, so try a couple of those. But otherwise, just finish filling your cakes. And this is optional, but if you want super clean sides, you can do kind of like a crumb coat around the edge, just so everything is perfectly straight. And now it is time to glaze the cakes. I'm using some melted Candy Quick here. The reason I'm using Candy Quick instead of a buttercream is because I tried using buttercream, but it's just really hard to frost these tiny little cakes. You can't really apply any pressure to the sides, which means it's really hard to get a flat edge. So if you want to save yourself some frustration and a lot of time, I recommend going for the Candy Quick. And if you want to make kind of like a mirror glaze looking cake, just add in a few drops of oil-based food color and give those a quick mix, and then pour it over your cake. And this looks gorgeous. Everyone loves a good marbling and mirror glazing look. It's not gonna set quite this shiny, but it does have that marbling that is iconic of the mirror glaze cakes. If you want to make the checkerboard cake, you'll need 1 chocolate cake that is cut in half, along with 1 vanilla cake. And then you'll take a small cookie cutter and just punch out the center. Then go back in with an even smaller circle cutter and just cut out the very center. Then you're gonna do a little switcheroo. It's basically a bullseye pattern, so just alternate vanilla and chocolate cake. The reason this doesn't 100% work is that the cake is so tiny that even a small air bubble in your cake is gonna distort that checkerboard look, but it's still really cute. And then once you have those cake layers ready, just add in a little bit of buttercream in between the layers and stack them up. If you would like to make a piñata cake, just punch out the center of one of your cake layers, and then apply some frosting around the circumference of your bottom layer, then stack that up, fill with sprinkles, and then pop on your top layer. And I covered these guys with some chocolate Candy Quick. Same basic procedure, just tap down the glaze and leave them to set on some parchment paper. And now we can move on to the decoration. For the unicorn cake, I'm just taking a black edible ink marker, and I'll just draw on those familiar looking eyelashes. And initially, I tried using a chocolate-covered sunflower seed for the horn, but it turned out to be too small, so don't mind that for now. But you'll want to take some pink frosting in a piping bag and just pipe out the mane. Go for a combination of shells and little stars. The more variety in there, the more interesting it looks. And now I'm just going to take out that chocolate-covered sunflower seed, and instead I'm going to use some soft caramel, knead it in my hands to warm it up, and then just roll it out into a cone shape. And this looks so much better. To top it off, just add in some colorful sprinkles, and now your unicorn cake is finished. If you want to make a drip cake, just apply some chocolate to the top of your cake and kind of bring it down the sides as well. Then just decorate with a little bit of frosting, and unfortunately my chocolate did bloom. That's a euphemism for I messed up melting down the chocolate, and it gives it that kind of whitish appearance on the surface. It doesn't affect the flavor, so it's okay with me. We're just making mini cakes after all. But just top with some sprinkles, and now your drip cake is finished. What a cutie. For the red velvet cake, I just piped a shell border around the outside and stuck on some red velvet cake crumbs. Really simple. And then for the Rilakkuma cake, I just cut off the bottom third-ish off of some M&Ms. Then I added on some yellow candy melts, stuck on the ears with chocolate, and then added on the muzzle out of candy melts. To finish it off, I just added on the facial details with some black edible ink marker, and then I made Rilakkuma too. And now our dynamic duo is finished. If you want to make the ice cream drip cake, just make the ice cream out of some soft caramel, apply some chocolate candy melts on top, and kind of drag out the edges so it looks like it's dripping all over the cake. Next up, just make a cone out of some more soft caramel and stick that on the ice cream. Then top with sprinkles, and you are finished. And that is how you make these adorable little miniature cakes. Feel free to do as many different variations as you would like to, but these are so cute, and it's just a really fun activity. And now that our mini cakes are finished, let's hop into the outro. Alright guys, so that is our miniature cakes, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if you like this video, make sure you tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications for new videos every single week. You can also follow me on social media at Kawaii Sweet Eats. The Etsy sticker shop is right up there, and my last video is right down there. Alright, well take care guys, love you all so much, and I'll see you all back here very soon. Bye guys!